experience, I think, is really important to the young people. I think that they get a lot out of it. For us, it's really important that work experience happens and that we encourage young people to continue to engage in the arts. We need innovative thinkers, we need problem solvers, we need people to come up with new and exciting ideas, and to be leaders of industry, you need to be able to think creatively.
So we've been offering work experience for the past 7 to 8 years. Really rewarding experience to see the youngsters come in and to see their change in attitude when they leave on a Friday.
Work experience, I think we do have a good schedule that we follow for all work experience, and introducing to the world of accountancy, and then give them the confidence that, you know, where they can be a good individual in terms of an accountant or whatever the career they choose.
Work environment is really different to a school environment nowadays. So if people have never been in a job before and they go into one, it could be a massive jump. So the work experience means they can actually have a feel of what it's like to work in the retail industry. So yeah, I think work experience is really important for kids and for students to do, so they get a real sense of what it's like to take ownership of coming to work and all the bits that go with it.
Firstly, we are the NHS, we're a nationally funded service, and we take our community responsibility quite seriously. Secondly, the NHS as an organisation is the biggest employer in the country. We employ 1.4 million. In the future, as the population gets older, that number of people we employ will go up and up and up. Every organisation in the country, whether it's the NHS or anywhere else, they always have to have one eye on recruitment. We employ about 2,500 people. We have to recruit lots of new people every year because obviously people move on, they retire. As employers, we're in competition for new starters, and we take that competition quite seriously, and we want to offer up ourselves as a place where people can come and work for us and have a good time.
I think work experience is one of the most vital things, because a lot of the times for a young person to know their interest, they would go onto Google and just search how to become or what's the life like as a programmer. But actually living that life is a whole different take. And I think the young people getting it at this age can potentially make them, it gives them that option to say yes or no at a very early stage, where they have, you know, tangible evidence or tangible reasons why they want to do this.
It's been a great work experience so far. I've learned a lot of things, such as filling shelves, talking to people. It helped my confidence build up, and I just learned a lot of things. I felt nervous, but then at the same time I felt excited because this is like a new challenge for me. I would like to learn a lot of stuff, and because it's going to help me in the future, I'd want to build my confidence up straight away, so then I don't have any problems in the future.
I'm currently studying A-level drama, so when the Purpose Theatre came up on the work experience, I picked it for my first choice. We learnt about marketing and producing, and that was interesting because it helped me see the different departments that theatre entails, and I enjoyed just learning about that.
I totally discovered how theatre works, and I was totally clueless beforehand. And now I've worked, I've seen everything that happens before and after production, and everything, all the work that needs to go into it, which I didn't really realise beforehand.
I was hoping to get some experience in the field of like styling and trimming hair in order to be able to later on be able to do it for shows and film and television.
It's been a bit more than I expected. There's a lot of procedures and rules into what accountants do and all the different types of jobs that they might be introduced to. I wanted to see what accounting was like and how I would handle it if I was doing it in the future, but it's definitely one that I've considered.
It's been good. We got to test it out and I got to go in a Ferrari. It's been my first time as well. My hopes is to learn how the older industry, how they work, and I can influence it. So when I go into the workplace, I can learn something from that experience.
Young people are the future. At the end of the day, we're all getting older, unfortunately there's not a lot we can do about that. And it's great to see young people come on, and you also get a satisfaction when you've taken someone who knows really not very much and suddenly they're able to do something quite exceptional. And it's a dying trade, but when we get a youngster in with enthusiasm and they go forward, it's just a wonderful thing, and they're the future, so we must employ them and we've got to encourage them.